the Chloe Woody Tote. Would you choose the canvas or the leather version? Hello everyone, welcome back to another mommy review where I review all things for the love of. Today I'm checking out the Chloe Woody Tote and I want to do a comparison between leather versus canvas. Before I get started on this video, I want to thank you for those of you who are returning to the channel, and for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. And it will mean very much if you consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for considering, and on with the video. Okay, so today I want to talk about the ever so popular Woody Chloe tote. Now, this tote bag is from the French fashion house Chloe that's been founded since 1952. I find that a lot of Chloe bags are very feminine in nature, and everyday tote is something that is just so much loved and recognizable handbag silhouette in every handbag lover's collection. And the fan favorite Woody tote is no different. For me personally, I think it is a great everyday bag. It's like really perfect size to carry all the essentials, and it comes in so many different sizes. So for today, I want to focus on the leather versus the canvas version of the Woody Chloe tote. Now, I really love the Woody Chloe tote. I think it's a beautiful bag. I know the canvas version came first, but the leather version that came out later just has really stolen my heart, and I'm really debating between the different ones, and I thought I'll take you through my journey as I'm exploring the two different types of material. This is the medium version of the classic Woody tote in the leather, and I just love how the Chloe branding is not as in your face. Like the stitching on the ribbon itself is just very clean. It's like the same color as the bag itself. I love things that are a little bit more minimalistic and not brand logo heavy, so this is totally down my alley. I think it looks really professional, very sleek, very clean, which is why I'm drawn really to the leather version. Except I have a little bit of a FOMO of like maybe the canvas version is better. I mean, it is the original Chloe Woody tote bag. I mean, it's classic, it's clean lines, has contrasting stitching, which a lot of people like. Now, this is the large size for the Woody tote bag. You can see again the black logoing on the black leather strip. I just think it looks so sleek and still stylish at the same time. It comes in this other version as well that I think is just so adorable. There's an option for you to put on a crossbody strap. But again, like, it doesn't scream Chloe to me as much as the classic canvas tote. It's very plain. And some people even contemplate whether like maybe the Marc Jacob version of the tote bag is a better option. And if you're interested in that, I do have a separate video comparing the Chloe Woody tote versus the Marc Jacob tote bag if you're curious, and also a separate video on the size comparison as I'm deciding on the perfect size for the Chloe Woody tote bag as well. So anyway, so here is two sizes for the leather version. Do you think it's a little bit too plain Jane, not as special? But then again, that's part of the reason I really love this particular color scheme, like the black on black with the leather. I mean, obviously there is the price difference that you will notice between the leather and also the canvas version, but I think a lot of times if you're investing in a bag and you're hoping to use it every day, like, you might have good wear per value for a bag if you were just to get the one that you love rather than just being worried about the price difference between the leather and the canvas version. Of course, I know not everyone have the luxury to do that, but let's say if cost is not an issue in our dream handbag collection, would you consider a canvas version or the leather? I mean, here is the medium Woody tote bag in like the classic color scheme in the canvas. I really love the neutral color tones. I think that the color tone is just so easy to match with clothing, and also like it's great for the summer, but maybe not so much for the winter time. The other thing I think to consider as I'm debating between the leather versus the canvas version is about the wear with the bag. I think that the canvas version may be harder to maintain and spot clean over time. And also the canvas version I noticed has less size variation. So here you can see there's the mini size that I just went through, and then for the leather version there's also the medium size here. That's $1,950. So I think there's more limited in terms of sizing that you can choose from, whereas if you were to go with like the traditional canvas one, there is a nano size. So cute. There's like 4 different sizes. There's also the mini size that you see here, and then there is the small size, and there's also the medium, and last but not least, of course, there is the large size that is available in both the leather and the canvas version. So I think that is one of the pros related. If I was to choose canvas, there's more size variation, but like if I find that there is a particular size that fits for me already, and is available in both the canvas and also leather, like I'm still not sure. I think the cognac leather accent is really beautiful, but this black ribbon with the canvas is also, I think, it's very enduring design and color scheme. And if I'm worrying about like the white ribbon that you usually see the canvas being soiled, I think a black ribbon will also make it a little bit easier. But there's just like a lot of different options. I love how there's a way that you can opt for a crossbody strap, so there's just so much more functionality to it that you can make it a little bit more hands-free as opposed to like having your crooks on your arm or just on your shoulder. So yeah, I think I totally understand why this bag is like a best-selling minimalist tote of all time. It's so iconic of Chloe. But I wonder if any of you out there also have the same issue with me. A lot of times when you see some of the tote bags, whether it's Marc Jacob or Chloe, like when they come with different materials, have this like contemplation of like, ooh, I really like the style of the bag, but I just don't know if I like this material versus another, or like the color scheme or the sizes. I think nowadays there's just so many variations of it that like I get a little bit overwhelmed by the choices. So hopefully some of these videos will be helpful for you to decide if you have the same issues with deciding between canvas and also the leather version. Now that I break down like the difference in terms of like the cost, the pros and cons of durability, and like possible like easier to spot clean the leather version as opposed to the canvas, and like the difference in size variation that you will see more of the canvas, and also like how the canvas version might be better for summer, a more neutral tone, easier to pair with clothes, or if you want for something that is styled a little bit more minimalistic, you probably want to go with the leather version that has the logo that is stitched on with the same color as the bag. So yeah, I hope these points are helpful for you in deciding, but ultimately I think sometimes it really helps to go try it out in the store. Sometimes trying it out in the store, once you put it on, you just know like this is the bag, like it fits with my style, it feels like right, like you just get that aha moment. Although I know that like not everybody has access to these Chloe bags, and maybe you're living in a remote area, or like you have a disability that prevents you from accessing some of these stores or getting out to some of these larger shopping centers. I hope these videos are helpful for you to see how some of these bags look in person. I know that on a lot of the websites, it's really hard to see how the bag translates to in real life, because in real life it's very different from internet. So yeah, I hope you find these videos helpful in deciding between the different Chloe leather versus the canvas version. I would love to hear from you if you own a Chloe Woody tote bag. Do you own the leather version or the tote version? And also, how did you decide between the two different material? And also, if price is not an issue, which would you prefer? The leather, the beautiful minimalistic version that is easy to spot clean but with limited sizing, or the classic canvas Woody tote, the OG? I mean, there is a reason why this was the classic that came out first. I would very much appreciate if you guys have any suggestions and guiding me to figure out if I should go with the leather and the canvas version, because they are both just so incredibly gorgeous bags in my opinion, that are so versatile in their own right. Well, that's it for the video for today. I want to thank you so much for joining me on this another mommy review as I go shopping over at the Chloe store and try to figure out between the leather and canvas version of the Woody tote. Until next time, I will see you. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.